guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thank you so much for joining me on your month ahead reading, August 2022. So, as you can see, I am back on screen. Usually, these days, as you know, I show my hands, and I only do it because I really love just showing the cards. I just love kind of talking through the cards and, showing you what the cards look like. I'm not a fan of just holding cards up. I literally like to show you what the actual spread looks like that I'm doing. But I thought, wouldn't it be nice just to kind of connect with the audience a little bit? Wouldn't it be nice just to kind of talk to the audience, kind of like, and just really sort of connect on a facial level with the audience? So yeah, that's why I'm back on now. I don't know how long it'll be for. Sometimes you'll see me and sometimes you'll see the cards. It just depends, whether it's a week that I really feel like coming on screen. If not, then, you'll see the cards and you'll see the actual spread. But I just thought it would be a really nice thing to do this week, just to kind of come back and kind of connect and say hello again. The other thing to say is, for those of you who have joined me on Patreon, I know there's only a small amount of you. I've paused Patreon for the time being. It was just getting a bit too much having to do that additionally with everything else that I'm trying to do at the moment. I'm doing a lot of stuff with the tarot at the moment, not just private clients, but I have other projects and things in the works. So I'm focusing on those things as well. And with the added responsibility of trying to record Patreon as well, I just thought, you know what? I think that's going to need to go for the time being. So for those of you who have joined me on Patreon, thank you very much. But I've paused it now indefinitely. This week, guys, also we're doing August 2022 for each of the signs. And what's going to happen is I'm going to be on screen first, talking to you guys and about what I'm seeing. And also, we're going to then pan the camera down onto the cards, and you'll actually see the spread. So you get the best of both worlds. I'll be on as well as showing you the actual spread. So I think that's everything said. It's really good to be back on YouTube. I know I haven't been around that much. I took a good while off, actually. I think it must have been 6 months. I just wasn't feeling doing it at that time, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I just needed a complete and utter break away from it. But for those of you guys that are left and are still watching the videos, I know there aren't many of us, but thank you very much. I'm hoping that the videos benefit you guys in some way. If you'd like to order a reading with me, click on the link in the comment section below of your reading. And yeah, let's get on with it and let's see what's happening for the month of August. Hi Virgo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thank you so much for joining me on your reading. So we're going to do your August 2022 month ahead reading. What I tend to do on these readings now, I put a card at the top of the desk and I ask the universe what it is that the universe thinks you need to be focusing on, or what you should be focusing on for August 2022. And then 10 cards underneath to have a look at what the situation is about. So that's how we're going to be doing the reading. Also, I'm going to be on screen first, and then I'm going to hone the cards down onto the screen so that we can sort of, take a look at the reading together and what the spread is. Okay. Okay, Virgo, let's have a look. What is it that you need to be focusing on for August 2022? Justice. Some of you guys, it's about getting justice. Justice is about what is right. I heard someone once say justice isn't about what's fair. It's what the evidence presents. I can't remember who it was that said that at one time. I heard it on a quote or something. But for me, justice is about fairness. It's the major arcana card. So justice is all about fairness and balance and truth. So the focus is on being honest, being truthful, being fair, seeing things for what they are. This could be something legal for some of you guys. This could be righting a wrong. It's about getting the scales to balance with the justice energy. Justice is about what is right, what is fair, what is true, what is honest. What is it that we're dealing with underneath this? I mean, for some of you Virgos, there could be something to do with a child, Page of Wands. It could be a fire sign child, somebody who's lively, somebody who's boisterous, a little bit mischievous at times. Sometimes the Page of Wands talks about a transformation, a change, a move from one place into another. This can represent anything from moving home to a moving job, moving into a new sort of area of your life with the Page of Wands. It can be a card about happiness and excitement and enthusiasm, and something new starting, and with the potential for growth going forward, that type of thing. um yeah, there's definitely something to do with movement here. So I think with justice, the focus for you guys needs to be on doing what is true. Perhaps the justice is about you doing what is fair, doing what is right. Perhaps this is a need to focus on balance, gaining more balance, making a balanced and honest decision with justice. But there's definitely something to do with a move here. We've got this page and the Six of Swords. So Six of Swords, Six of Swords often talks about, you're moving away from some form of a battle. So when you get this card, it's all about there's been a battle, there's been a fight, and it's moving on to calmer waters. The Page of Wands, again, it's something new, but it's also a move, it's a transformation. So I think that the situation is all about transformation. Perhaps this transformation requires you to move on from something that has been a bit of a battle, a bit of a challenge here. Um, that could be you, Virgo, the Queen of Coins. I know that she's usually a Capricorn, but she's an Earth sign. So Queen of Coins can be you. This can be about home, family, comfort, security. Um, right, I'm getting two people here. Queen of Coins and an Empress. Perhaps one is an older female, a motherly figure, or perhaps one is a sister or something like that. Or maybe this is you and another female, you and a mother here. So the Six of Swords can also be about a mental transformation as well. What's the next card showing? Right, we've got these queens, we've got these people, these nurturers, and they're all pregnancy cards as well. They're all cards that represent pregnancy and giving birth. Okay. Um, Queen of Cups, and you've got this page. And then the Queen of Coins, both cards, and also the Empress. If you get these with pages, they talk about pregnancy, creativity, or starting to create something new. So I'm just getting a sense of creativity here. I'm also getting, because we've got a lot of uh, feminine cards here, it almost feels like there's a lot of kind of feminine, I know it's not three queens, but it is two queens and our Emperor. So I just get an impression here that there's a sense of maternal energy, or you're being backed up by some sort of feminine energy around you, Virgo, here. And it feels like there's a journey that you're going on to, because you've got this page and this Six of Swords, this Page of Wands. It feels like there's this kind of new, and the Wands are all about spirituality, and the Page of Wands is new, he's young. So it almost feels like, guys, some of you guys are, there's this mental progress here, there's this spiritual journey that you're on. And I feel that some of you guys are really kind of being supported by, perhaps there's some feminine energy around you that is supporting you here. But also I feel that with the two queens and then there's that page there, I think that there's some of you guys have given birth here. Some of you guys, there seems to be this kind of conception, or this, and with that Empress, it's growth. So it almost feels to me like you are growing. You've given birth to this new creative kind of journey that you've been. There's a creative journey or a spiritual journey that you're on here. And I feel that some of you guys, there is a need to kind of harness that and grow it. I feel here, with these two queens and the Empress energy showing here. We have a Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is all about guardianship and standing guard, and it's all about protection for me. That this Nine of Wands is pretty damn fierce. This woman is a really, really fierce woman. Sorry, my hair's looking a bit scraggly in a minute. Wow. So yeah, this woman here is pretty fierce. Usually on the Nine of Wands, you've got the band-aid on the head, and often for me, that card can represent somebody who's stressed, who's tired, but it's still holding out there. This Nine of Wands is kind of like, don't mess with me type of Nine of Wands. She's there to defend and protect. Um, the Nine of Cups energy. So I actually feel with the Nine of Cups, it's a card about being comfort and being, satisfied. And some of you guys are trying to protect, I feel, um, something that you have in your life now that is bringing a great deal of happiness, I think, with this Nine of Cups energy here. But I think with the Five of Swords energy, there's a lot of fear with that Five of Swords energy. There's a lot of doubt with the Five of Swords energy, as to whether you can continue, or, continue on this. Because the Knight of Coins is to persevere with something here. It's to commit oneself. So there might be a lot of doubt whether you can commit yourself to this. Because I think with the Two of Coins energy that you're juggling a lot of stuff. You're trying to kind of juggle multiple things, Virgo here. You're trying to keep something with that. You're trying to manage multiple things and keep different things going. So I feel that the universe is saying here with this justice energy, because justice is all about trying to focus on not just what is fair and what is right, but also what is true and what is balanced. And I think that there is a need here to focus on, because justice is all about truth. Okay, so focus on what is the truth of the situation, I think, with justice for the month of August 2022, Virgo. What is fair? What is right? What is just for you? But also what is balanced here? Okay, because justice is all about fairness, truth, and balance. So what is it that is fair? What is right? What is true? Because I feel that some of you guys are on this kind of spiritual journey here, and I feel that you're very supported, especially by feminine. I don't do sort of the feminine stuff, but feminine goddess energy. I just feel that you're very supported in that. But I also feel that you have there's something here that has been conceived that needs to grow. I think that you have, and it may be you and another individual have conceived whatever this is. It could be creative for some of you Virgos, it could be spiritual for some of you Virgos. Whatever this creative and spiritual journey is, some of you guys, it might be that you've got a business partner here, for example, and you're both trying to, grow and, create some form of abundance in your life through whatever, especially if there's a creative thing and you've got a business partner here and both of you kind of share the same ideology on what you want to create and what you want to grow. And I feel that perhaps there is a little bit of what's the word? There could be a little bit of fallout here. I think Virgo, possibly there could be some. There could be some what's the word, collateral damage perhaps in this, because I do feel that some of you guys are trying to protect something that you have that's good in your life, but you fear that you're not going to be able to, but you fear having to commit. And actually, I think you fear having to commit to multiple things at the same time, because the Knight of Coins is committing and the Two of Coins is multiple. So it actually feels like there's a fear with that Five of Swords of having to. And it's funny, because if you look at the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords, can you see that lady there? See there, you see the skirt, the dress here. That is, can you see there? Look at that. That's actually her. I love the way they've done that, the Five of the Six. So that's her moving on from the battle of the Five of Swords. So this is you guys moving on from this battle here. It may be as well with those, the Empress and the Queen of Cups. A loving, it's a loving energy with that Empress and the Queen of Cups. This looks like two separate people to me, possibly. Or maybe there's somebody here who's very nurturing and very loving and that type of thing. Virgo, who really wants to help and really support you here. Because I do think that you've got support here, because it just looks to me like you're on this new trajectory here, but you're kind of, and also the Two of Coins is weighing things up as well. Some of you guys are, at a place where you're feeling a little bit defeated because you've got to weigh up whether this is something as well with the Knight of Coins energy that you're going to persevere with, because there is some form of wanting to protect something that is good in your life, even though there seems to be this kind of transformation that's happening. What we're going to do now, Virgo, is we're going to, we're going to hone the camera down on the cards, and we're going to talk about this reading as we see it on the desk. So bear with me.
So hi Virgo, we've got the cards down now, so we can see that we have justice at the top, and I always say to the cards, what is it that a certain sign needs to be focusing on, and we have justice. I don't think that this is necessarily a legal situation, I feel, because to me the cards don't really support that for me in terms of it being legalities. We don't have other supporting cards, or maybe like a King of Swords or a Queen of Swords or a Hierophant or something like that, but it certainly feels to me like there's something here that needs to be, the focus needs to be on. I mean, for some of you guys, it might be something that leads to something legal here. It could be. Perhaps we do have two queens, which can be a dispute when you get two queens in a reading. And plus you've got the battle here, but moving on from a battle here, perhaps there has been a dispute. Perhaps the dispute has been over money, for example, here. Maybe there's something to do with transferring money or transferring a payout. This can be transferring, and that's the payout card. But I think it's more than anything, it's about focusing, and also the blindfold can mean impartial. So it's about being impartial to something. It's about, when you get justice, it's not about making an assessment or assessing a decision based on emotion. It's assessing a decision based on fact and the evidence, and that might be what it is actually, Virgo, for the month of August, that there needs to be a focus on making decisions that are impartial. The blindfold means that you're making impartial decisions. So perhaps this month, Virgo, there's a need to focus on making impartial decisions, or making a decision or making an assessment or a judgment on a situation that is not about how you feel, but more about what you see. What is there? What is the evidence? What is the truth of the situation here, which is what this card is. Because I feel that some of you guys, you're on this new trajectory, I think, with this Page of Wands being the new card. It's a new creative card. It's it's about developing your spiritual knowledge, your spiritual experience, exploring as well. You've got two cards that represent something that is exploring here, or being explorative. So there's something about, I think, some of you guys who seem to be moving on from a battle here. And I feel that some of you, and I could read it so many ways. It feels like there's either this kind of sense of a creative journey that some of you guys are, there's this kind of mental shift concerning something creative or spiritual, but it feels like there's this spiritual involvement here, I think, with these cards here. And obviously, for those of you who read tarot, you can read it any way you want. This is how I read it. There seems to be this spiritual involvement, or this spiritual kind of movement, I think, happening here. And I feel that some of you guys, even with that Queen of Coins and the Empress as well, it could also be that this spiritual kind of this transformation, this spiritual or creative transformation, it could also be because this is a Pentacle card. She's not reversed, but we do have an abundant card of the Empress, and the Empress is very focused on abundance. You can see her in all of her finery. I mean, she has worked hard to create all of this, but look what she's got. She's got all of these pomegranates, and is it pomegranates? She's got fruits. This is the fruits of her labor. You can see all the beautiful, hay here, the beautiful corn. You can see her shield here, the gold shield, how she's dressed, her crown. It's the most kind of, beautiful Empress card I've ever seen, I think, created by Taratica Studios. It's just beautiful. And then you've got money here as well. So financial growth. And some of you guys, it's more about leaving behind, sort of focusing on this new creative or spiritual path, and also moving away from this Queen and that Empress energy. Perhaps there's a sense of wanting to grow or develop one's abundance, one's financial stability, that type of thing, and focusing more on one's perhaps spiritual side or loving side, or whatever the side is, with this Queen of Cups energy showing here. So some of you guys, it might be as well with that Six of Swords and the Nine of Cups there, because this is also a card about luxury. So you get Nine of Cups and the Empress, they're cards about luxury and luxury items. Some of you guys with the Nine of Wands energy here, you've been fighting with this Nine of Wands to defend, to hold on to, whatever this luxury lifestyle is for some of you guys. But it may be that right now, you're focusing on this new trajectory here, where you're having to move away from that Nine of Cups, the Empress, and the Queen of Coins and the Empress. And I think for some of you guys, it's been a real fight to do this with the Five of Swords energy. And some of you guys might be feeling defeated, because all of those things with this Knight of Coins energy here that you have, all of the, Knight of Coins is also very focused on the material. All of those material things that you were focused on, for some of you Virgos, there's going to have to be this kind of change, or there has to be this kind of switch over with this Two of Coins energy showing there. So for some of you guys, this August, there's a need to focus on perhaps less of the material and more of the spiritual here, and it's going to be really hard to do that, because for some of you guys, it may also be that you're going to have to it could simply be something in league with not spending as much money, for example, if you have it, or, not buying into more, as many material things, because there needs to be this, movement away from this Nine of Cups, Queen of Coins, Empress energy showing there, and that Knight of Cups there. And they're all these 1, 2, 3, 4. She's not, I mean, she's quite good with money and stuff, she is, but she does like the finer things. And we don't call them pentacles for nothing. They're pentacles because they're the focus on money and the material elements of life. That's why they're pentacles. And this just looks like one big pentacle here. So there needs to be perhaps more of a focus. You need to perhaps move away, because some of you guys have been really trying to protect that. You've been holding on to it. You've not wanted anybody to kind of, when she stands there, she's not allowing anybody in. She's the watchdog. So some of you guys have really been trying to, I think, protect this way of life, and you've been kind of, feeling kind of, when you get the Five of Swords, you've been battling to try and move on from that, because it may be with the Knight of Coins as well that this is a lifestyle that you want to sustain here. But I feel with this Queen of Cups energy that there's a need to be open your heart. She's open. The cup is the heart's play, so, and the cup is open, so there's a need to open your heart to change with that Two of Coins for some of you guys. So the month for some of you Virgos is all about making impartial assessments, not based on how you feel, but based on what you see. Some of you guys, it may be there's something around money. Perhaps you can't afford to do certain things. Perhaps there's certain things that have to go because they're too expensive right now. I mean, this lady lives a very expensive lifestyle, the Empress does. So does the Queen of Coins at times. So does the Nine of Cups. She has no worries. You know, and sometimes with the Nine of Cups and the Six of Swords, these two cards can mean that you're just ignoring a situation, because the Six of Swords tends to pass over things and the Nine of Cups tends to ignore things. It's like, putting a smile in your face and passing over things here. But I feel that some of you guys are almost very close as well with this Nine of Wands to this kind of spiritual awakening with the Page of Wands energy here. Because some of you guys are feeling defeated here, especially when it comes with the Knight of Coins to paying bills as well. And when you get a cup being held out around pentacle cards, it wants the money. So some of you guys are having to pay money up here. You're living from paycheck to paycheck, perhaps with the Two of Coins energy, having to try and manage your money here. And it might be, some of you guys are feeling a little bit defeated because you've got this kind of, there's a growth as well with that Empress energy in terms of the bills. Electricity's going up, gas is going up, all of those things. And some of you guys, you're living from paycheck to paycheck, and you're having people in the kindest and nicest of ways with the Queen of Cups energy who are asking for more money, for example, because she's growing. Whatever she sits around, she's tripling it. So this is your standard of living now. And with the Empress, it might have just tripled with that Empress as well here. And it might be that you're feeling defeated in having to, because it also might be that with the Knight of Coins, meaning that can be a bill, your bills have doubled or tripled. The standard of living has kind of grown with the Empress. Your bills have tripled here. You're being asked for triple the amount or double the amount of what you were paying before. And some of you guys are feeling slightly defeated in that. And there's this kind of new trajectory. But the good thing is well with this, if that's the case for some of you guys, I just feel here that this is a good thing, because I think it's leading you to, to something new. It's putting you onto this new trajectory. Okay, showing here with this Page of Wands as well. I also feel that there needs to be a focus on what is fair, what is right, and so it's all about focusing on the truth. Don't focus on how you feel. What is the truth? What is the truth of the matter? Some of you guys want to perhaps go from being a page. This Six of Swords I call a bridging card. It goes from one card to the other. So we see either side of the Six of Swords, the Page of Wands and that Queen. So some of you guys, Virgo, want to go from being a page to becoming the Queen. You're surpassing, though, the Knight, for example. So you're kind of trying to move from one thing to the other without going through the long-term thing. And some of you guys are tired, perhaps with this Five of Swords, of having to kind of play the long game with the Knight of Pentacles energy showing here. Okay, perhaps you're juggling a lot of bills and things like that. But I feel that the universe is saying that there is a need to focus on what is true. What is true. If you're wanting to go from A through to Z, focus on what the truth of the matter is here. Make a true and honest assessment of what the situation is. Some of you guys are wanting to go from the Page, Six of Swords, pass over it to the Queen energy and then to the Empress energy showing here. Okay. But I feel that the universe is also saying here that perhaps perhaps there's a need to kind of go through the correct channels in terms of something as well here. Finally, at the start of the reading, we spoke about this kind of spiritual journey that some of you guys are on, and I think there is a spiritual journey that some of you guys are on, or a creative journey here. And I feel that if you're on this, you're very supported by people around you, because we've got these beautiful supportive cards. Queen of Coins, Empress, Queen of Cups energy. Some of you guys have really some of you guys with these three kind of child bearer cards here have literally with others, perhaps this is a team of people that you work with here, have given birth to this new thing here, and now it's time to kind of, move it to the next level, perhaps with the Six of Swords energy. But I feel that some of you guys, you want to do something, but you want to also protect something that you also have at the moment that is really good here. And some of you guys might be feeling a little bit defeated in that here with this Five of Swords energy here. It might be also you've got a great deal of doubt that's whether you can kind of do this, but also protect this. There's a great deal of doubt whether you can persevere with this, because with the Two of Coins, it might be that what you're trying to manage is not only this new trajectory that you're supported in, but also whatever it is that you have that's really good right now. So I just feel that the decision has to be made this month. An assessment has to be made based on what is true, not based on how you feel, but based on what is true and what is honest and what is fair. Okay. So that's the reading from what I can see here. Let's have a look at what the spiritual message is for this reading. I'm going to use the let's have a look. What card should I use? I think I'm going to use the Ancestor Spirit cards, Virgo, for this reading. And let's have a look at what they're saying. So, Universe Spirit, what is the Ancestors? Ancestors, what is the message that you have for Virgo on this reading? What is the message? Well, so the message is, don't know which way I should be turning it, actually, this way. Sorry, I've got the camera pointing down, it's showing the cards in reverse, but I usually reverse the card in order to see what it is. So reconnect, not reverse the cards, I mean reverse the camera angle when I'm going through the editing stage. Reconnect with Mother Earth. Perhaps you guys need to get out into nature more in the month of August in order to... And actually as well, that's interesting, because it may be that with the Page of Wands and the Six of Swords, this is not just a spiritual journey. This could literally be a journey out of something as well. Nine of Wands, now that's interesting that this card should show up, because another way of looking at this reading, if you look at the Nine of Cups, this could be the gilded cage. Okay, and then you've got this Nine of Wands energy showing here, and the Nine of Wands can be that somebody is trying to protect. So somebody is not willing to move. There's a need to hold on to something. So some of you guys are literally, I think that a message for some of you could be about being in the gilded cage here. Okay, with the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups energy showing there. And there is a need with these two movement cards here to move out. And these three cards can represent nature. This could represent being by the sea. These two could represent being in a park or amongst trees or on a farm. And they're very much about connecting to nature. Both the Empress, I forgot that, of course. Both the Empress and the Queen of Coins are about connecting to nature here. And so is the Knight of Coins to a certain degree. But also the Knight of Coins and the Two of Coins is juggling multiple jobs as well. And some of you guys are feeling defeated, of course. Thank you, Universe, for this card as well. Reconnect with Mother Earth. The other way to see this reading, guys, is there's a need for you to really reconnect and get out into nature. You're juggling too many jobs. You're working too hard. You're juggling multiple jobs, some of you guys are. You're feeling really tired and defeated. And in order to overcome this defeat and this tiredness here, you're going to have to move out of the need to kind of stay in this bubble. Because some of you guys have been in a bubble a long time, I think, Virgo, here with the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups, and feeling really tired and defeated because you're juggling multiple jobs showing here. So I feel that the universe is saying reconnect with your spirit, reconnect with nature, get out into nature more with these cards here. Go and travel. Both cards, Page of Wands and the Six of Swords, they're both about traveling. If you can, take a holiday, take your foot off the gas a little bit and try and relax a little bit. As mundane as this message is, it's really essential, I think, Virgo, for the month of August, that you take your feet off the pedal and you just relax a little bit and you just kind of take it a bit easy this month, if you can, all right? Some of you guys will be like, well, I haven't got the money to do it, but try and find some time that you can do it, okay? if you've got time off work or whatever, go out and, you know, just be amongst nature and that type of thing this month. It's a great relaxant. And I think that this is what really the reading is trying to actually tell some of you guys going forward. Okay, that is your reading, Virgo. I'd like to say thank you so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you like a private reading, as mentioned, click on the link in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.